Heavy, persistent rain began falling in the early hours of this morning as the country is feeling the effects of ex-cyclone Fehi. At noon, parents of Bathgate Park school pupils were asked to collect their children as soon as possible, with other schools following suit.
Well, the DCC and the Ministry of Education have been in contact with each other with concerns about the water levels here for Dunedin, South Dunedin in particular. There is a high tide expected later on this afternoon. There is a huge rainfall anticipated late this afternoon, and just with some of the road conditions that have already started to present themselves, they are advising some schools to contact their board and make the call on whether schools need to close or not.
Katrina Robertson says they've closed due to health and safety concerns.
Bathgate Park School with a number of other local South Dunedin schools are currently in the process of working through the early closure procedures to make sure that children are relocated to their parents and that we can get everyone home safely, and this decision has been based on a health and safety matter.
At lunchtime, flooding in Forbury Road appeared similar to the 1 in 100-year floods of 3 years ago. Daryl Baser here for the South Today on Forbury Road in Dunedin. Behind me is one of the water system covers. It's being literally pushed up by the amount of water that is flowing through the drainage system. This appears just like the previous serious South Dunedin floods. In the early afternoon, flooding had been reported across the city as far south as Mosgiel, and by 2:30 a civil defence emergency was called.
We declared a state of emergency at 2:20 this afternoon, mostly because there was an imminent risk of the floodwaters surcharging the wastewater system and pushing out obviously waste into the floodwaters, at which point we will have to evacuate, very likely, and we needed a state of emergency for that. So that's the catalyst. Even though we knew that there was likely to be some flooding for some time.
Daryl Baser, The South Today.